So here's video 2. Today was my first prenatal visit. Sorry. I got to ask my zillion questions. I had 3 pages worth of questions. Not like every line. I left spaces between the questions so I could write in the answers. But I got them all answered. I am going through a birthing center. I can't remember if I said that last time. I really don't like, well, maybe not that I don't like hospitals, but I really don't like the hospital here. And besides that, I hate needles. I've always been terrified of them. And so I do want to go all natural. To kind of help with that process, I have been trying to make sure to do yoga and stretches so you know that it's all more flexible down there. But, so I went and talked to them today. First off, I now have an approximate due date, February 27th, 2015. I am 5 weeks and 4 days along, which makes no sense to me because they're going based off of the day of my first day of my last period, even though I know the day of conception had to have been the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, the latest. So I'm not too sure as to why you'd say you're 5 weeks long when you're obviously 4. But whatever, we'll run with it. 5 weeks, 4 days. You were right, honey. He's not actually in the house, but I'm sure at some point he might watch the video and like to hear me say the words, he's right. Anyways, I really like the place. It's really cozy, it's really homey, it's really warm. They actually have a bathroom where there is a tub with jets in it to help relax you during labor. Sit in there for like an hour, and then, if nothing's happening, you get up, you walk around. After a little bit, you get back in the tub. Helps you relax. And their waiting room for friends and family, so awesome. It's got a full-fledged kitchen. If my family members want to come over there and make tacos, they can. They don't care. They also have a nice little library where you can check out different pregnancy and prenatal books and, after the baby's here books. And it doesn't cost anything. You just go and you write down your name, what book you're taking and everything, and you take it home and you bring it back when you can, which is really cool. So, overall, I really, really love the birthing center. And super excited because of this news. I'm going to be getting my next sonogram next week. We're staying on a week-by-week basis here. Everything happened today when I wanted to make the video, and next week on Tuesday, I'm going to be getting my first sonogram. And yeah, I know my baby's like the size of a pea right now. But, I'm still going to be seeing my baby, and I'm super excited about it. I can't wait, even though, it's not going to really have its little hands and its little fingers yet. Its little toes. I love baby toes. They're so cute. But it's still just going to be amazing to see, because, I will not even kid you right now. I mean, I really, every morning almost, I've been going and picking up the pee test that I still have. I still have the stick. It's sitting inside my medicine cabinet in my bathroom right above the sink. I sit there and look at it to remind myself that, I really am pregnant. It's really surreal. So, seeing those pictures, it's just going to be awesome. Especially since now I have my 2 baby journals. I've been keeping a regular diary to kind of help with this, if you can't tell. Green. I like green. But, to kind of keep track of everything for myself, for the videos, and just because, keep track of everything, really, really detailed. But I did get 2 actual pregnancy journals where you just fill in the blanks and little check marks. This is what applies kind of thing. And one of them has an area to put pictures for every week of your pregnancy to show your bump before it's there and after it's there and all that good stuff. And it's got a place for all the sonogram pictures. So I can't wait to put in my first sono picture, which apparently I need to make a copy for, because apparently sonogram pictures fade over time. You'd think they'd be more permanent. You'd think that they would think, oh, people might want these pictures 30 years from now. Maybe we should make it a little bit more permanent in the ink department. But whatever. Let's see. Oh, nausea. I will admit nausea is really getting to me. Yesterday at work, I'm a cashier, by the way. Don't know if I've said that already or not, but I was at the self-checkouts, and I typically want to set these machines on fire anyways, because they're constantly breaking, they constantly have issues, it drives me at the wall. But, yesterday I was bloated, my head hurt, I was nauseous, And I don't know what I did to my hand, but my wrist hurts right here. Right there. That's a pleasant feeling. And my thumb, which I need to get to the doctor for at some point. And we were just busy, and everything was breaking, and I about had, not even my regular meltdowns. Regular meltdowns suck anyways, but I about had an angry meltdown. For those of you who've never had one, it's the one where, you know, you don't break down and cry like I normally do. For me, a meltdown is usually I end up curled up on the couch or on the floor with my knees to my chest, and I am bawling my eyes out. This is one of my almost few and far between angry ones where I scream at the nearest person. I rip them a new one. I yell at them and scream at the top of my lungs, and I start wanting to throw things. This doesn't happen to me a whole lot. It's very, very infrequent. But that was what I wanted to do so bad, and I'm breathing. Trying to do my breathing exercise for my prenatal workout. And I told my manager, she's looking at me, she's like, okay, you're starting to scare me now. And I'm like, I am relaxing because I really don't want to scream at you, and that's what I feel is coming on. Although my managers are very, very understanding at my job. There was a manager, I think it was back in November, when we first got the self-checkouts, and I was there alone on a Saturday, and it was super busy, and I screamed at him. I yelled really loudly and really long, and then stormed away. I felt awful, and I apologized to him I don't know how many times. I was talking to another manager about how bad I felt about it. She goes, you want to know what he said when you walked off? You know what he said to me? He walked up to me and said, I think I broke Jessica. Because I don't get angry. I'm not an angry kind of person. So, you know, I obviously can never quit my job because I would have gotten fired anywhere else. Anyways, back on topic. But yeah, so came pretty close to a meltdown yesterday. Generally, I can take the insanity of the self-checkouts depending on how bad things are, but the stomach upset mixed with everything else and feeling bloated and just feeling I just about blew it. I just about blew a gasket. Almost threw up for the first time last night. Almost did this morning. Haven't yet. Proud of this. It kind of feels like a sobriety thing almost. Like, I'm going to make my whole pregnancy without throwing up. I doubt that will happen. But if that happens that way, then you know what? I have a video recording of it. I have proof. Let's see. No other cravings. Oh, I found out from a Mayo Clinic book that a friend gave me that apparently stuffy nose is normal. Oh, joy. Considering, like I said in the last video, I thought I had a sinus... Oh, well, I did have a sinus infection. Camera ran out of tape. Bliss. Anyways, so yeah, finding out the stuffy nose thing, that's going to be interesting. Anyways, other than, of course, due date, how far I'm along, and... Ooh. Nothing new there. Concerns that I am having, I thought maybe I would talk about. I'm not a cleanly person. I like things to be clean, but I'm one of those kinds of people that, you know, I drink a cup of milk, I leave it on the coffee table, it doesn't end up in the sink until, you know, 2 days later. And I realize this is an issue. I realize it's something that I need to work on. And I'm just, you know, I'm really worried that I'm not going to be able to edit this behavior that I've had for I don't know how long. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, you know, I'm not going to be able to fix that. I'm not going to be able to get into the habit of putting everything away the second it happens and throwing away something every second when I'm done with it and putting my coupons away as soon as I'm done clipping them instead of stacking them in a pile on my desk so that, you know, half of them get expired and I throw half of them away. I'm really worried I'm not going to hit that. And the only other real concern I have is that, you know, Angel at my birthing center said that, you know, the way I'm eating, from the sounds of it, is pretty okay. I just have to make sure to eat more protein. And, God, it's only been today, and I'm reading, like, every label trying to figure out how much protein each. She told me I'm supposed to eat 65 to 80 grams, I believe it was. And I don't typically eat that much protein. So, you know, that's going to be an adventure, trying to remember to really keep track of that, as well as trying to watch my calories. because I said that if you gain too much weight, then that can cause issues during birthing. And like I said, I really don't want to go to a hospital. I want to be able to give birth at this place. So, I mean, trying to track, I don't like numbers. So the idea of trying to track how much protein I'm eating, how many calories I'm taking in, how much weight that I've gained today can be attributed to the baby, how much can it be attributed to me not eating right, because I don't want to gain too much weight, I want to eat enough protein, I want to eat enough this and that, and get enough vegetables and fruits, and it's just, I will admit it's stressing me out a little bit. Not a whole lot. If I was stressing out a whole lot, I'd be near meltdown. But it is stressing me out. I am worried about it. I'm worried, I'm not gonna provide enough nourishment for my baby, because that's just so many numbers to track, and I don't like numbers. I don't like them. So I'm thinking, right now my best bet is to re-download a calorie counter I used to use to get me down from 220 to the 180 I'm at right now. And see if, I can't just get back into my old habit of recording everything I eat, which is gonna kind of suck, because I was enjoying not having to do that anymore. But, I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that this baby is gonna be healthy and okay, and I want to be able to do that. So, I'll kind of try to report on being able to edit my eating habits and my cleaning habits, so you know how well I'm progressing in those two particular bad habits of mine. Well, I guess the food one's not exactly a bad habit, the cleaning is. But, hopefully soon I'll be able to get my whole house spotless, and hopefully I'll be able to keep it that way. I don't need my baby chewing on and then choking on a granola wrapper. So, that is all that I can think of for this week. I know that this video is kind of long, and I'm sorry about that. It's been a good deal rambling, and again, I apologize. Next week's video might be shorter. We'll see. I don't plan on these typically being as long as this one's been. Anyways, thank you so much. If you didn't see the first video, please go watch it so that you know what this web series is going to be about, and so that you know what all is happening. Thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day.